Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to upgrade some Dollar Tree flip-flops. They turned out so cute and I can't wait to show you guys how to recreate these for yourselves. So let's get started. Okay, so here are the supplies you're going to need, and these are a little bit different depending on what you guys want to use to decorate your sandals with. So I got different flip-flops and some hair accessories. I got some in the baby aisle. I got some in the regular hair aisle at Dollar Tree. I actually purchased these two at Walmart. They were on sale for 50 cents. Then I got some of these head wraps in two different sizes. You get 3 in a pack. I also purchased one of these scarves. Dollar Tree has lots of different ones, and you're going to want some ribbon for some of these. These I got at Walmart for 47 cents. And these ones here I got at the Dollar Tree for $1. And then of course you're going to want some of the paracord if you choose to use those in your sandals. And then you're going to need a ruler and a lighter to burn the ends of the ribbon. And then I even use some of this embroidery floss. So you're also going to need some Fix-All adhesive from Dollar Tree, scissors, a ruler, a lighter, and a needle and thread, which is optional. So you're going to need for pair number 1, 2 hair bows, 1 pair of sandals, and some paracord, a lighter, and a ruler. So you're also going to need some scissors and some glue. So the first thing you do is cut about 14 feet of paracord for a small to medium sized pair of flip-flops, and then you're going to burn the ends so that they don't fray. Once you have finished the ends of the paracord, put those together and make a loop to find the center, and then tie the center around the strap of the sandal. So then you're going to put 1 string at the top and 1 at the bottom. You're going to make a loop at the top, hold it with your thumb, and then you're going to take the bottom piece and you're going to go over your thread, under the strap, and then through the loop. Once you get it through the loop, you want to pull that piece all the way through. And then we're going to grab the ends and we're going to tie those tight so that we make a loop around the sandal. Once you get that pulled, you're going to slide it down. And then again, you're going to take your string that's on the bottom here of this strap. You're going to put that at the bottom, put the one that's towards the top up at the top. So now we're going to switch sides. We're going to go to the bottom strap and we're going to make a loop, hold it with your thumb, and then take the top string, go over your string, under your strap, and then go through the bottom loop, and then again pull that all the way down. So the reason we're alternating sides is so we don't run out of paracord and one side super short and then the other side super long. So just go ahead and pull that strap tight and then slide it down. So let's do it again. This is what it looks like up close. You're just making these loops around the strap here. So we're going to go back to the top. So we're going to make our loop, hold it with your finger, take the bottom string, go over your string, under the strap, and then go through the loop. Pull it all the way up. And then you're going to want to pull that tight. And then of course, then we're going to alternate back down to the bottom strap. This takes a little while to kind of get the hang of it just because there's a lot of extra paracord on the ends. So it can be a little confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it actually starts to go pretty quick. And I could do a pair of sandals probably in about 5 minutes. And we are going to change how we do it around the toe. So I want you guys to pay attention when we get there. So again, we're just going under the strap here and through the loop and then pulling it all the way through. And then we're going to pull that tight and keep sliding it down. Now, the tighter you slide this down on the strap depends on how much paracord you're going to need. So I just want to make you guys aware of that. So now that we're near the toe, we don't want to make it too bulky. So we're going to pull that top piece down. And then we're going to take our piece of paracord that's to the left, cross it over to make like a number 4. And then take your paracord and go underneath of the strap. And then we're going to pull that tight, and that's going to give us our loop at the bottom of the toe part, but not at the top. And we're going to do it again. So pull this top piece of paracord down, cross the left piece over, and then go up and under the left part of the shoe. And now we're going to go to the other side of the toe. And so this one's going to be just a little bit different because we're going to have to loop the paracord back up through. So pull it to the opposite side of the toe piece, and we're going to pull that top string down. Then take your paracord and go over your paracord, go underneath of it, and then pull that top piece up just a little bit so that you can pull the loop through the top there. So once you're done with that, you're just going to tie that tight and then go ahead and start wrapping these normal all the way down the other side, and then you're just going to tie this off at the bottom, making a really tight knot, and then go ahead and cut that off with a pair of scissors. So then we decided to add a little bow to this, so we took this little clip and we cut the strings off, and then now we have just the bow with no clip. Put our E6000 or fixed solid adhesive on there, and then go ahead and glue that where you want it, and then let it dry for 24 hours, and that pair of sandals is finished. I absolutely love these. I think this is my favorite pair. The pictures really don't do them justice. They're really cute. My daughters love them. They're very comfortable. So now we're going to go to pair number 2. So we're going to use some of this teal paracord. We're going to use these striped sandals and a little burlap flower that we just had. We're going to use some scissors and some glue. So we're also going to use our ruler and our lighter to burn the ends, and then we're going to wrap the paracord around the straps just like the first pair, and then decorate it with the white burlap flower. So we've got it all wrapped here on the strap of the sandals, and then we just used the flower and glued that onto the front. And so this is our second pair of sandals here. So now the third pair we're going to do a little bit different. So for pair number 3 here, we're going to use some of this embroidery floss or friendship bracelet ribbon. We did use a needle and thread, but you don't have to do that part. We're using 2 of these hair bows from Dollar Tree and a pair of white sandals. So the first thing we do is we're going to take our floss and we're going to make about a 14-foot piece, find our ends, and then get the center here and make our loop. So then what we're going to do is take the loop and slide it under the strap, and then open it up, and then you're going to take the tail part and pull that through the little loop that you made there and pull that tight. And this is how you change for each color. So once you do about 14 to 15 wraps here, you're going to switch colors to match the bow. You can do it all a solid color, it doesn't really matter, it's up to you. So you're just going to make a loop, and then you're going to pull that tail under the strap and then through the loop and just pull it tight. And so this is going to give you a nice little braided edge on the outside lip of the strap, and then it kind of fills up kind of quickly here with the double floss. So you do about 14-15 loops here, and then I switched colors and it fills up pretty quickly. I think I did these in probably about 8 to 10 minutes, and I switched colors in between each piece here, so they go actually kind of quick. So you just want to make sure you go over the strap, make sure you have a loop there, and then go under the strap and then through your loop and just go all the way down. So once you get all the way done on both sides, you just tie those off, and then again we cut the clip off of our hair bows, and then we glued those to the side, and I used needle and thread just to hold it in place a little bit because these were a little heavy, and I did put the bows on the side instead of the toe. So for pairs 4 and 5, we did them the same. So we had a white pair of sandals with pink ribbon, or a pink pair of sandals with the white ribbon. So they're just kind of the opposite. You're going to need scissors, the glue, and some diamond wrap and a lighter. The rhinestones or diamond wrap is optional. So take all your ribbon out of the spool, and you're going to cut that in half and put one piece aside for one shoe and one for the other. So now we're going to find our center here, and we're going to loop this under the toe of the sandal. So all you do is you pull the straps down underneath of the strap here, and then you're going to get your ends together to make sure that you have it centered properly. Make a little loop here at the top, and then you're going to take your 2 tails and pull that up over the top of the toe and then through the loop and pull it tight. And then you can go ahead and fix the ribbon if it's gotten twisted or anything, and just make it smooth. And then all you're going to do once you do that is you're going to take one piece of the ribbon down the left side of the shoe and pull the other piece of ribbon down to the right side of the shoe. And then we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this over the strap. We're not going to put any glue or anything on it right now, because when we put the diamond wrap on, we're going to use some of the glue, which is going to end up sealing it in place, and plus it's going to be wrapped kind of tight. Overlap about halfway
each time so that you have a good coverage of the strap and to help keep it in place. So you're just going to keep wrapping this around and make sure your ribbon stays smooth all the way. As you can see, I'm overlapping halfway as I go, and once I get to the bottom, I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to loop this around the strap, go underneath of the loop here, and then just pull it tight, and we're going to leave this excess ribbon on. Now we did burn the ends of this ribbon so it doesn't fray with the lighter, and we're going to leave this on because we're going to tie these around like a ballerina slipper. So these are really cute. My girls love them. We did both sides of both shoes, and now we're going to go ahead and use our Fix All adhesive or E6000 and put a little bit of glue down the center, and then we're going to go ahead and put our rhinestones down each side of the sandal here. That's going to help hold your ribbon in place so it doesn't separate as they wear them as that glue dries. And you just want to use just enough to get your rhinestones on and to hold the ribbon in place. So once we have the rhinestones down both sides of the shoe, we're going to go ahead and let those dry 24 hours before we actually wear them. But all that's left to do is to put the little hair bow on the toe part at the top. So we just used our E6000 glue for that, put a little bit of glue there, and then glue our flowers on. Again, we took the little clip off of the barrette so we could put these on the shoes. So those dry for 24 hours and then you can wear them. So to put them on, they just slide their foot in, and then you're going to pull the two pieces of ribbon back, wrap it around the foot about once or twice depending on how long your ribbon is, and then just tie a little bow. These are so cute. My girls love these. I think this is their favorite pair. They really turned out really pretty. They love how they feel when they wear them. They said they don't feel tight or like they're pulling, so that's a win. So we made the pink and white pairs, two different opposites, and they just look really adorable. I love how these ones turned out. So now for the next pair, we are going to do this a little bit different. We're going to be using the scarf that we picked up at the Dollar Tree, some different ribbons, and some bows. So this is pair number 6. So the first thing we did is I got these two bows at Walmart for 50 cents. I got a scarf and these shoes at Dollar Tree. We're going to cut about 1-inch strips of our scarf, and then we're going to fold those in half and cut them again to make our pieces, and then separate those for each shoe. And of course you're going to cut the red and blue ribbon as well if that's what you choose to use. So you're just going to make a little loop here, put it underneath the strap of the sandal, and then pull your tails over the strap and through the loop. And then you're going to want to pull that tight and slide it down, and you're going to do the same process for the blue and red ribbon, just kind of alternating back and forth up each side of the shoe, leaving a space at the toe to glue your bow on. So I went ahead and put the E6000 glue here, just glue the little bow on, and this pair is finished. These ones are really easy to do. Kids love to do these. They're nice and fluffy, and I love how they turned out. So now we're on to pair number 7. So for this pair, we are going to use a pair of sandals. You could use a t-shirt or different color t-shirts to match your sandals, or these head wraps. So we're actually going to make 2 pair. This is pair number 7, and then we're going to make pair number 8 in just a minute. So you can either pull these through the sandal, which kind of makes the hole a little bit bigger, or you can cut them off the straps. I chose to cut mine off because I'm not going to reuse these, and I didn't want to make the holes too big, so my knots will hold at the bottom of the sandal and my straps won't pull through. So this pair is the sewing pair that you have to sew a little bit at the back. The next pair we do, you don't have to sew. We're going to use a t-shirt. So for this pair, we're going to take the head wraps and we're going to cut the end to make it a flat ribbon here, and then we're going to cut up the sides of each side of this head wrap, but we're going to leave some of it at the top. We're not going to cut it all the way through. So leave about 1 inch or 2 at the top that isn't cut, and then you're going to go ahead and flip this over and cut it up the other side the same length, and leave that little piece up there at the top. So now what we're going to do is fold that over, and we're going to push this piece through the top of the toe. So you just it takes a little bit of work to do, but you want to push that through and then pull it all the way up to make a knot. We're going to make a nice tight knot here, and then we're going to cut off the excess. So make your knot big enough that it's not going to pull through this shoe. Now, at first my girls said they could feel the knots when they walk on them, but as they walk it does flatten out and then they can't feel it anymore, so it just takes a minute or two to wear them in. So you're going to pull that knot tight and then cut off your excess, flip the shoe over and pull that all the way up. So now we've got our two straps that are going to come down the sides. So as you see, the ribbon kind of rolls up on itself, and that's what you want. So we're going to leave a toe space and we're going to tie another knot, and this will be just to add a little bit of decoration at the top of the toe and to help hold that together. So we're just going to make a little knot here at the top, making sure you leave a little space there for your toe, and then pull that tight. Once you've got that pulled tight, you've got your toe space, and make sure you still got your knot on the back that's not pulling through. And as you can see, we're just going to pull this ribbon down both sides once we kind of fix it. Then we're going to take another head wrap. We took a thinner one here. We cut off the little edge, and then we're going to make this a strap at the back. So all you're going to do is fish this through each hole on both sides, and then we're going to flip that over and tie a knot. Sometimes it helps if you have whoever is going to wear this shoe, try it on so you can measure it to make sure you're not making it too tight. I did that for my girls. I didn't show that step here, but I will show that on the next pair of shoes, how we tried it on and then measured it so we knew where to tie it at. So you can even just mark it with some chalk so that you know where to tie it at once they take their foot out, so you don't go too far and you leave enough space for the foot. So that is going to be the strap that goes over the top of the foot. So we're just going to tie our knots. Make sure you make them big enough so they're not going through the shoe when they wear it. You can also buy little grommets, like rubber grommets, or even just some washers to put over the ribbon before you tie it, and that'll help keep them from going back through this shoe. So you can get those at any hardware store, probably even Walmart. So once we've got that done, we're just going to take these two straps from the top and we're going to pull that through the top loop there. We're going to open that strap up on the one side and then put it through, like layer them up and then kind of just wrap it over the top. And then we're going to secure that with a little bit of needle and thread so that it will stay together. I only had red thread. I thought I had pink, but I didn't, so I just kind of made it so where I couldn't see the stitching. So once you've got that secured into place, the shoe's actually done. You can go ahead and start on the next one. So we made several different pairs of these. We made one that was all pink, which you can see is this pair right here. And then we chose to make one that was pink with a purplish blue colored strap across the top, which was the wider headband, which my daughters seem to like the ones with the wider bands a little bit better. Just they like the way it feels on their foot. This is the all pink pair here. And then of course we've got this pair here, which is the pink with the blue strap. So we made two different pairs of those. So now I'm going to show you guys how to make the pair with the t-shirt, which is the ones that they like better. So this is pair number 8. So you're just going to, and this of course is the one where you don't have to sew it. So you're going to take a pair of flip-flops, you're going to take a coordinating colored t-shirt, and then you're going to cut off the bottom hem of the shirt. So that's the first step. You don't want that part. And I just turned the shirt sideways because I'm using a child size shirt, which makes it about the perfect length for these sandals. So you're going to cut one strip all the way down the side of the shirt, then take that strap, lay it on top, and you're going to cut a second strap, and that's going to be the part that's for the toe and around the foot. And then you're going to cut 2 more higher up the shirt at the waist, which is a little bit smaller, so 4 pieces all together, and that's going to be for the strap over the foot. So just take these and pull your shirt tight a little bit, and they roll up just like this, which is what you want it to do. And then you're going to put the sandal on the floor and have them put their foot on the sandal, and then put this strap over their foot, and then you're going to measure where their toe is at. So this is going to be the first knot that we're going to tie above the toe, and then we're going to slip this through and we're going to tie the knot at the back so that this holds on. So this is what makes it nice. You don't have to sew this pair. So now that I've got that first knot, I went ahead and had her take her foot out, and then I popped the t-shirt through the toe hole up here, and then I'm going to go ahead and make sure I leave my toe space, of course, before I tie that knot on the back of the shoe. So I make sure I leave that space, and I turn it over, and then I'm going to go ahead and just tie the knot The top part, there's plenty of t-shirt here, so I don't really have to double up the knot. So once you've got it tied tight, go ahead and take a pair of scissors and cut that excess off. You don't need all of that there. Just make sure the shoe is tied tight. So now I'm going to flip the shoe back over, and I'm going to have her put this back on to see how it fits. And it was the perfect fit. So now we're going to take the smaller strap that we have cut, which was more at the waist part of the shirt that we cut off, and we're going to loop this through the holes, and then I'm going to have her try it back on so that she can feel how tight she likes it before I tie the knots on the back of this. And that's pretty much it for the shoe. All you have to do is loop it through and tie the knots, and just try it on as you go so that you get the sizing right. You could even do this yourself if you're making a pair for yourself, and just mark it with some chalk so that you can know where to tie it at. So now she tries it on. I pull it as tight as she wants it to be, and then once she does that, I kind of hold it while she slips her foot out, and then I just tie the knots on the bottom. Of course, cut off your excess and then try it on to see how it fits, and that is it for this shoe. You guys, they sell these shoes almost identical to this at Walmart for more than $10 a pair. So I think I just love the way these turned out. For $2, I made one pair of shoes. I actually could make two pair out of one t-shirt. So for $3, I have two pairs of sandals. So I love how these turned out.
Okay, you guys, and that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out some of our other videos, and we'll see you guys next time.